In this video we are going to dive deep into Bruce Lee's most famous philosophy, be like water. We'll explore what it really means, how Bruce used it in fighting, why it became the core of Jeet Kune Do, and how you can apply it to your own life to become stronger, smarter and more adaptable. Stay with me until the end, because the real power of Be Like Water is not just about fighting, it's about transforming the way you live. Bruce Lee, the man behind the philosophy. Bruce Lee wasn't just a martial artist. He was a philosopher, a thinker, and a man obsessed with understanding human potential. He read thousands of books on martial arts, psychology, and philosophy, blending ideas from the East and the West. Born in San Francisco and raised in Hong Kong, Bruce grew up between cultures. He experienced the discipline of Chinese martial traditions and the modern challenges of Western society. This unique background shaped his way of thinking. Instead of sticking to one rigid system, Bruce questioned everything. He believed that no single style could be perfect for everyone, and that true mastery comes from freedom and adaptability. This belief is what eventually led him to create Jeet Kune Do, his personal martial arts philosophy. And at the heart of it was one simple yet powerful idea: be like water. The origin of Be Like Water. Bruce Lee's famous words came during an interview on The Pierre Berton Show in 1971. When asked about his approach to martial arts, Bruce looked into the camera and said, "Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless like water. You put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend." This wasn't just poetic talk. It was the core of how Bruce lived, fought, and thought. He saw water as the perfect metaphor for adaptability, resilience, and power. Unlike rigid objects that can break, water adjusts, transforms, and eventually overcomes everything in its path. Water in martial arts, the fluid fighter. In fighting, most people rely on rigid techniques. They memorize stances, forms, and drills, and then try to force those techniques on every opponent. But Bruce saw the weakness in this. A rigid fighter can be predicted, controlled, and defeated. Instead, Bruce believed a fighter must flow like water, flexible, unpredictable, and adaptable. If an opponent is aggressive, flow around him. If he leaves an opening, crash through it like a wave. If he resists, change shape and approach from another angle. This is why Jeet Kune Do wasn't about collecting hundreds of moves, but about eliminating the unnecessary and using only what works. Bruce said it, not the daily increase but the daily decrease. Hack away at the inessentials. Being like water meant stripping away the ego, the rigid system, and the attachment to form, until only pure efficiency remained. The philosophical power of water. Bruce's idea wasn't only about fighting. It's